Hello, everybody. My name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer, bringing you discussion from the DLC trailer that dropped this morning. I know this video is late. I have not been able to record for the majority of the day. People have been busy. I had a league match to play, so now we're recording to put this out. I am not alone, though. Jake is here.
Hello.
The man has not died from working 2 jobs and having a family. He's just been busy. That's why he hasn't been around to talk about Alpha. Nikki is here.
Hello.
And Thriller is here.
Bye, the sailor.
So, spoiler warning. We're gonna talk about Udahara. I think that's Jake.
Sorry.
Like I said, Jake's a busy man. He's got a family and a life to deal with, so we're very grateful for his time. But spoiler warning, we're going to talk about the DLC content. So if you don't want to get spoiled, get the fuck out.
No.
That's a good way to deal with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So we got details on Gmax Venusaur and Gmax Blastoise. Gmax... who I know you two, Thriller and Nikki, have seen the trailer, and I assume you did too, right, Jake?
Yes, I did.
I hate Gmax Venusaur. It looks so stupid. And I hate that all 3 of their including Charizard, I hate that all 3 of their signature moves basically set Fire Spin, Whirlpool, and Grass Spin.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
I actually
it's basically the
on
same.
the fights and looked up. I only watched the trailer, so I didn't watch any of content creators like A-Drive or Pokemans and the detail stuff. I actually now just know that.
What were you saying, Jake?
I said, yeah, they're basically the same Gmax move. Like, there's no difference.
It's really big sad because, you know, it could have been so much better. And I can already tell that Blastoise is going to be another broken-ass Gmax.
Yeah, it is.
G-Max for Blastoise. It literally like it was firing gunshots.
I mean, that thing shell smashes and it's lights out, so...
That's what I was thinking too.
Gmax, this is another reason... Add this to the circular file of reasons why Gmax is being banned across every league, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Good riddance, too.
But then we also got Urshifu and both of Urshifu's forms, official artwork. From what I can tell from its ability ignores Protect and Detect and all that. And I believe in Gmax, its Gmax move ignores Gmax or Max Guard. So basically, there's no protecting against Urshifu.
I didn't hear about the whole Gmax guard thing. I know it can go through Protect, from what I read.
Yeah, I'm just going off of what Joey had mentioned about they think that it could go through the Max Guard as well, so...
Lovely. Looks like that's
That-
going to be an Uber's Mon.
I mean, all
It'd be broken as shit.
Gmax,
Yeah.
all Gmax are Ubers.
Ubers.
But
But-
it's
Yeah.
a question of... It depends on what Urshifu's move pool and stat distribution are as to whether or not it's an Uber or not, so...
I kind of can see it as an Uber, to be honest with. I would say move pool, I feel like it's definitely getting like the elemental punches, drain punch, close combat, sky uppercut. Maybe he'll get some of the modern moves potentially.
Sky
like
Uppercut
Liquidation
got
or
cut, by the
Overthrow.
way. It's not in the game anymore.
What is not in the game?
Sky Uppercut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Didn't that get re-added with DLC?
No, it's gone completely.
Uh,
It's one of the cut moves like Return and Pursuit.
oh. Rip.
So, but that's it for G Maxes that we got. We got some new attacks as well. Let's see, I'm trying to find them here real quick. Because I know a lot of Mons got signature moves revealed. Wicked Blow and Surging Strikes, which are the 2 Urshifu ones, they're always going to result in a crit. So Urshifu always crits with those 2 moves, and it's Stab. So
It sounds like a Jirachi.
add one up there. There's Burning Jealousy, which damages all Pokemon. And from what I saw being thrown around is that it has a 30% chance to burn if the stats have been boosted by the opponent's Pokemon that turn. So,
That's kind of cool.
This kind of screams Ubers.
It does kind of scream movers.
well, I don't know who gets that move and all that. There's also Grassy Glide, which is lets the user hit first if grassy terrain is in effect. So if
That's kind of cool.
Rillaboom were to get that, then you know.
It sounds like a grass and a flying type move, the same thing, like how flying presses a fighting and a flying type.
Yeah, we got Shell Sidearm, which is Galarian Slowbro's signature move, which can poison, and it's also like Photon Geyser. Photon Geyser does damage physically or specially depending on your stats, but Shell Sidearm does damage based on your opponent's physical defense or special defense. So there's really no switch into Shell Sidearm. You want to send in an Assault Vester to take that poison hit? No, it's going to hit physically instead. You want to send in a physically defensive Mon? No, it's going to hit specially instead.
This could potentially be like first ever state version of Slowpoke line that maybe hit OU with a broken move like that.
Well, and we don't know about its ability, which I'll get to here too. We got Thunder Cage, which is a trapping move learned by one of the new Reggies. We got Dragon Energy, which is essentially a Dragon-type water spout, which is used by the Dragon Reggie. We got Freezing Glare, which is Galarian Articuno's signature move. Has a chance to leave the target frozen. If it's anything more than 10%, it's broken.
Yeah.
Watch it be like 30%.
It's probably gonna be like 10%.
If it's
I know.
30% like Scald, then they better nerf freeze mechanics so you guarantee thaw after like 2 turns or something.
You know they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, so if it's a 30% freeze chance, like Galarian Articuno is probably gonna get thrown into Ubers. This is the stupid freeze chance. There's a Thunderous Kick, which is a fighting type move, which is the signature move of Galarian Zapdos. And it guarantees lowers the target's defense stat 1 stage.
Wow.
And it's a physical attack. And then there's Fiery Wrath, which is Moltres' signature. And it may cause the opponent to flinch.
Ball would be burned.
So it's basically Dark Pulse. It's a signature Dark Pulse, essentially.
Yeah. But still, I mean, when we saw in the trailer, those things just look so good in the action sequence and everything.
They look good in the action sequence, yeah.
I personally felt like we were going to see electric fighting with Zapdos. If I'm being honest, and I was thinking like maybe like Ice Ghost with Articuno and like either Dark Fire or Flying with Moltres. Seems weird when they got the 15 colors for it, but they're not the exact type.
We did get some new abilities. We got Dragon's Maw, which we have no idea what it does. My guess is it's probably boosting Dragon Stab. We also have Quick Draw, which is Slowbro's ability, which I think what Joey had mentioned, which would be really cool if it's true, is it basically gives priority to the first move you use. So then, like, Slowbro would have priority on its first move.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be good for, like, if it, like, tries to slack off or something. So you can just switch in and slack off.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have to be a regenerator. And then we also have Transistor, which I believe is going to be, like, an electric-type boosting ability for the Reggie. So, but we don't know anything on the new abilities besides their names. Isle of Armor, we know we have 2 move tutors with Armorite ore is what you're going to get, which is what you'll receive as a reward from max raid battles. Kind of like you get Dynamax crystals and all that. So that'd be something there, so you could teach move tutor moves. We did get, like I said, we're talking about with the items, we did get some mods revealed. Galarian Slowbro, so I was wrong about it being Marini, but I called it being Psychic Poison type.
Yeah, I mean, the fact it was pure psychic and then we saw purple, it had to been poison. And you could also argue and say ghost, but poison would be another way, because it looked like it was like you said, I agree, it could have been like the whole thing with Marini, the sea urchin thing affecting it, making it poison and stuff like that.
Now, what do you think Galarian Slowking is going to have on its body? And where do you think it's going to be?
We've already seen from the sketch where they showed from the original. It's going to be Shelder, now that we know that Shelder's on Slowbro. I'm pretty sure that's going to be Shelder again. And it looks to be on its head.
See, here's what I think. I don't think it's going to be Shelder. I think it's actually going to be a Galarian Corsola.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Psychic Ghost. Or Water Ghost or something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think of Slowbro's design, Jake?
It's kind of interesting that it turned its arm into like a cannon almost. I was not expecting that at all.
I feel bad for Slowbro. The poor man lost an arm, just perpetually being chomped on.
Everything was okay until I lost an arm.
I'll say though, it's kind of interesting that we can actually now see Slowbro's tail without the Shelder on it, though. But
That's
that
true.
was kind of like a nice little twist to it. I will say though, the fact that besides the arm cannon, it's just got purple tint on it, which I mean, they wanted to go for like a simple to try to scream poison. I mean, it's still not gonna be done, but just a little bit better. I think having an arm cannon, which is like a laser cannon, I feel like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting design. I'm excited to try using it in Draft League.
Same here.
Yeah, Sam.
I think it's gonna, if its secondary or if its hidden ability is still Regenerator, like it still can be a very bulky mon. But I think when the stat redistribution happens, we're gonna see this is definitely a more offensive mon versus like standard Slowbro.
Now, if they don't give it Regenerator as a hidden ability, what would you give it based on its design?
I think it may be Sniper, but I think it's gonna be Regen because Galarian Slowbro has Gluttony / Own Tempo, which is you like the same thing that standard Slowbro had.
I can see Sniper for sure. I feel like Regenerator would still make sense. The only reason I think they would not go that route is if making like Galarian Slowpoke more of the offensive, which is like the total opposite of what Slowbro can be. And its hidden ability will probably be something that I don't know, maybe like helps it boost attacks more than HP.
Yeah, I mean it may not be Regenerator because of it being Poison type now. Maybe people don't cut off the Slowbro tails because of their toxicity, so they'd never develop the need to regenerate their tails.
Huh.
Then we
Never thought about it like that.
we've seen Galarian Articuno, but we officially got the typing for all 3 of them, as well as some of their like move pools and all that. And well, not move pools, but abilities. So we get Psychic Flying, Fighting Flying.
Right. Yeah, I'm okay.
You on Discord? Play any games?
Who has people here?
We don't have one. Sorry for you.
It's Jake. That's it. Okay. When Jake messaged me when the noise level dies for you because I put you on mute for a second. So, but we do have details on them. I think Zapdos being flying type is just like, I don't know. I think it's just the wrong typing.
I agree. I mean, it makes sense why they decided, like, if they were going Galarian, they had to keep at least one of their typings. I don't agree with the flying typing. I mean, you can argue and say it makes sense for Articuno and Moltres. Zapdos literally screams either electric ground or electric fighting.
It should be electric fighting. Zapdos should have been electric fighting.
Yeah, it
Could have
should
been our first electric fighting in the game.
What are your thoughts, Jake?
It should have been electric fighting, 100%.
Now, here's something that I noticed earlier, too. When you look back at the Gen 1 versions of these three, Moltres beats Articuno. Articuno is neutral to Moltres. Articuno beats Zapdos. Zapdos beats Articuno. Zapdos also beats Moltres, so Zapdos beats both of them head-to-head. Moltres doesn't have super effective against Zapdos. Articuno does. Now you flip it to the Galarian forms. Zapdos is is neutral against Moltres with fighting versus dark, but Zapdos loses to both Articuno and Moltres because of their flying types.
That's true.
So Zapdos became the weaker of the three instead of the strongest for the Galar forms.
Well, I mean, it also depends on the stat distributions, but yeah, just based on the typings.
Articuno, I think, probably remains somewhat the same stat distribution. It's definitely going to stay a special attacker because it got competitive. Why wouldn't it be a special attacker if it had competitive? And I think they're all going to still have their original typing, like some stab moves, because it mentions multiple times in their descriptions that, like, Cold and Callous personality, referencing Articuno's ice typing. When Zapdos leaps down cliffs or rocky mountains at ultra high speed, zigzag movements, it's said to look like a bolt of lightning. Moltres has, what is it? Energy churns within its body as an aura, a column of raging fire. So, to me, I think that the three are still going to have their original stab in their move pools, as well as their typing. Depending on Articuno's stat distribution, I think Galarian Articuno probably gets drafted more than standard Articuno. And it depends on the move pools, too. Zapdos is absolutely broken between its ability and its signature move that lowers it defense, and it gets Defiant, so if it gets intimidated or something, getting that attack boost, or if its stat drops, like Galarian Zapdos, if they make it super fast, will be a very broken Mon.
100%. Like,
it's already broken with Defiant plus defense lowering.
You know what would be kind of cool is if they gave Galarian Zapdos Plasma Fists as its old stab coverage move.
No, they're going to give this thing like base 130 speed and then give it Bolt Beak.
You think so?
And then they're going to ban it to Inverse.
Hands.
And I think Moltres is going to look really cool as well. It gets Berserker, which is the same ability as Drampa. So if it drops below half, it'll get that special attack boost. So
I think either way, we already know, like, either Zapdos form was the Zapdos form we're going to get, and the normal one, they're both going to be great. But now, we get Articuno and Moltres that now just get a massive upgrade, and now they're going to get more Draft League love than they were originally, because they're only taking 25% when it comes to rocks at 50%.
I mean, heavy-duty boots help make them a little more prevalent, but I do think you're right. I think we'll see both Zapdoses get drafted still, and I think we'll probably, depending on stat distribution, we might see Articuno drafted, and I think Moltres will definitely get drafted.
Yeah. Because if you actually think about it, between the Galarian forms, Zapdos is actually neutral at rocks now. Type.
Yeah.
But it only takes about 10 to 12%.
It'll take 12% from rocks. What do you think, Jake? Are you going to draft all three of these in Draft League?
Not at the same time, at least.
I definitely want Zapdos.
I don't know who I would be happy with either one of them, probably to start with. I'd probably go Articuno still because Articuno was my original favorite, and I think it's still my favorite of the three. Even though I really love Moltres design, I still probably go Articuno.
Okay, why does Galarian Moltres get Berserk as an ability? Part of the description that's on the website says that it has a haughty personality and conducts itself calmly. Like, contradicting.
Yeah, because as soon as you... It's calm until you touch it, and then it just flips its shit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Also, I think Darkfire would have been a better typing.
Yeah, probably.
I agree with that as well. That's what I was first thinking. It makes sense.
Darkfire, Fighting Electric, and Ghost Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be, but... So that's it for new Galarian form details. We got some new Pokemon details in the form of Regidrago, which is a Dragon-type Regi, and Regieleki. They fucking screwed this one over with its...
Regieleki.
Yeah.
Japanese name.
Nope, that's its English name.
That's its English name.
No, that's why I already knew it was going to be when people said that.
Regieleki.
Most like the Japanese name.
They could have called it Regizolt. They could have called it Regigalv. They could have called it Regibolt. They could have called it Regivolt. And they had to choose Regieleki.
Regieleki, yeah. It's
such a bad...
Okay, they're trying to go up based off those puns of the Regirock, Regice, Registeel, and I get that.
Regibolt.
No, Regivolt, actually, I agree with you.
It has to have the type's name in there somewhere.
So
I
call it Regieleki. Electric, then. Call it Regielectric. But don't call it
fair.
Regieleki.
No, it's not Regieleki, it's Regieleki.
Yeah, Regieleki. It basically sounds like a toddler trying to say Regielectric.
Yeah.
Regieleki.
Besides the name, I think this thing looks so dope.
It does look dope.
I need to see the stat distributions on these. I don't think these are going to be your defensive Regis like Rock, Steel, and Ice. But if they have the same stat distribution, just in different stats... Oh my god, these are going to be broken Mons.
The two, which one do you guys like more?
Draco.
Aleki.
I think I gotta go with Jake with this one. I like
Draco.
Two and two.
So, just looking at stats here. You look at Regirock. So they all have 80, a 100, a 200, 250s, and a 100. Or they have, in Registeel's case, it's 150, 150, 75, 75. It's a little more balanced. But you look at that and you say, okay, well, how do we move this? Regieleki, give it 100 base special attack or special defense, 200 special attack or special defense, 100 speed. That thing just goes ape.
Yeah.
It's fast and it hits like a truck. There's no switching.
With these two, they definitely look more speedier than the others. So these are probably gonna be more kind of like
base 80, base 90.
I can kind of see where Zach's saying with the base 100 speed. I can see where he's going with that.
I can too.
I think the Regidragon will probably be a stat line of like, just based on the other Regis, it'll probably have like, I don't know, 100 HP. It'll probably be like 100. Take Registeels and reverse them. That's kind of where I think it might be. Roughly, like 150 special attack, 150 attack, 80 speed, like maybe 100 or 80 in the HP stat, and then like really weak defenses.
If you actually think about it, with the added of these two Regis, if you really think about it, you got Regirock, Registeel, and Regigigas. They're all physical attackers. Regice is the only special attacker. with these two added, they are going to be the new special attackers. So that way you have 3 physical and then 3 special. Red
Well, both their signature moves are special attacking, so
does make sense.
I don't know. These two
I like
could be
the animation of the dragon one.
Yeah.
That one looked cool because it's supposedly the dragon head when you're going to
Yeah,
what's that one place called?
that's like really cool.
These two could be incredibly broken. Like, these two could be the non-joking Reggies, so... Power
If I get it, okay, I'm calling it now. I'm going to draft one of these round 1 for next season of WWC.
They're not available for next season. They'd be available for season 7.
Fine,
Season
season
6.
6.
Sorry, season 6.
Season 7, that's so
Season
far
6.
away, bro. I'd like to
Because
get
season
away.
5 is post
I will
Isle
draft
Armor.
one of these for season 6. I'm calling it
You
now.
can't. Wait, yeah, you can. Season 5 is post Isle Armor. Season 6 is post. Yeah.
You're a little slow, Zach, but it's okay.
I'm
We still love you.
tired, okay?
Let the man be tired. He's okay.
Cut me some slack. So
I don't know
then-
how to cut slack.
Then the really big thing is we got the confirmation of some of the mods that are coming back. So from the Isle of Armor standpoint, you're going to see Psyduck, Golduck, the Poliwag line. Praise Game Freak for giving me Politoed back. Fuck Pelipper.
Pelipper is so much better, though.
Shut it.
But it's
Nikki.
not.
Shut it. Politoed is so much better than Pelipper. We get
They have their ups and downs.
Obviously, we get standard slow, bro. We're getting the Magneton or Magnemite line, so Magnezone. We get the Execute line. We get Chansey and Blissey. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Oh, get them out of here.
Tangela line
Yeah.
is. Yeah, Tangela line's back. Kangaskhan's back. Get the Horsey line, which means Rain gets Kingdra.
And Politoed, which is just great.
Staryu Starmie are back. Scyther's back, which means Rain gets Scissor.
Oh my god.
Mega Scissor back? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I know Mega's got cut. I'm sorry, but I want Mega Scissor back.
Tauros is back, and it's got some pretty good DLC moves, getting Close Combat and Play Rough. Sheer Force Close Combat, Sheer Force Play Rough. So, Tauros
Oh,
Jesus
goodness
Christ.
gracious. No, close combat won't get boosted by sheer force.
Said
You're
well.
right.
No, because it lowers users' stats.
Yeah,
think
so
of
it
us.
does. No, it does. Any move that has a secondary effect gets a boost.
Like sheer force doesn't boost superpower because it lowers the user's stats.
I don't know.
That's why Darmanitan's superpower is only base 120, not base 156.
Okay. We get
I said,
Azumarill back. That line back.
oh great.
The X-Blab
Oh, boy.
line comes back.
Okay.
Absol's back. We get the Shinx Luxray line.
Oh, why didn't they give that a Galarian form?
I don't know. We get the Crook.
Uh,
Yeah, we get Send Your Dickhead back in the Crocodile line. Zoroark's back. Emolga's back. The Mienshao line, so another Regener. Get Dredagon, so you get another rocky, bulky dragon type. We get Buffalont. Volcarona's back, so now you gotta deal with Volcarona and Frostmoth, plus Heavy Duty Boots Volcarona.
That's just lovely.
We've been preparing for this with WWC, gents. We can take
Yes,
on the
we have.
Volcarona. I'm very happy that the Talonflame line is back, specifically because Talonflame got Hurricane. While Talonflame's special attack isn't, like, something really to,
wait, Talonflame got Hurricane?
Yep, Talonflame got Hurricane, which means Talonflame is now, like, the ideal rain grass check.
It's time for special Talonflame.
Yeah,
Okay.
base 74 special attack is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not like it's anything less than its attack being 81. Plus,
Yo!
you don't lose the Brave
give
Bird
it- give
Gale's
it
Wing.
Wonder Policy.
Yeah, you also don't lose the Brave Bird Gale Wings. So
Yeah.
Hurricane,
So yeah,
you
it's
can
just
just
priority.
spam.
Oh, that's toxic.
You can just spam Hurricane.
Only right now, Zach's drafting choice specs Talonflame.
I may be drafting Talonflame.
No, Wonder
sooner
Policy,
than
because
later.
you missed the first one, right? And then you
Doesn't
just
need
go
it though.
down.
Doesn't need that. Doesn't need the speed because it's still priority.
Talonflame may or may
Right.
not be making an appearance on one of my teams in the near future. So, We'll see. We'll see what happens. It does get
Not allowed
fire
draft weather
blast,
anymore.
So you can't control me.
Yes, we can. Come
So
on,
Yes,
Peter,
we
let's get it.
can.
I'm happy the Talonflame line came back. We get Dragalge, we get Dedenne, and we're getting the Lycan. Yay, we get the Lycanrocs.
Oh, great. Those things are broken anyways.
Well, and they
I
get
like it.
they got
Really-
They get Play Rough.
close
They
combat,
get
Psychic
close
Fangs,
combat.
Psychic Fangs for fighting types, like the Lycanroc
Yup.
really.
They have play rough. They don't need psychic fangs, bro.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you know, if
I
you
use
don't,
it for poison types.
Psychic
Poison
Fang
type.
for poison type, yeah. But it does get Drill Run, so. But yeah,
Psychic
that's
fangs will do more.
that's the returning so far that we know of Island of Armor. We don't know how many more have yet to be revealed for Isle of Armor. But what do you guys think about the changes to the metagame? Like, I'm thinking from a Wi-Fi standpoint. You know, playing in
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi,
is gonna like.
Rain's
blow
going to be
up.
so common in Wi-Fi.
Rain is
Yeah, it
so
is.
much better.
Here's the big thing. Is the timer even going to be extended?
I hope to hell it is.
Okay, it doesn't
We-
matter if the timer's extended or not. Rain kind of just wins pretty quickly. Typically.
Yep.
Uh,
We
like,
got-
If you're looking from like PGC, Rain is just going to be busted broken.
Yeah, we got 3
Yeah.
regeners back and getting Slowbro, Tangrowth, and Mienshao. So regen coming in hot. And then
Regen of rain.
Crocodile gives us another really good ground dark type that has been missing. The Magnezone line is pretty good to have back. Zoroark, even though it's kind of niche, is nice to have back. Talonflame is great to have back. Lycanroc and Volcarona. Like, competitively, there's going to be a massive shift in, like, OU and that with all these Mons coming back.
Oh, he's
Imagine
going to
the
have
things you can
great.
disguise Zoroark as now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The rise of Rain.
OU is going to be just like Nat Dex. You're going to see Volcarona every other team.
Pretty much.
Great.
It's going to be Volcarona
Probably,
and
yeah.
Rain. So some other things that come out with Island of Armor is Max Soup, which is how you get your starter to G-Max. It's a soup you make. If you give it to a Pokemon with potential, it will be able to G-Max, so starters can G-Max. My question with that, though, is can you give that to, like, regular Corviknight and the other Mons that can G-Max? If they aren't G-Maxed, caught as G-Max, can you give them Max Soup and make them G-Maxed?
That's what I hope.
I hope so too, but then that kind of makes G-Max raids pointless.
That is true as well. I feel like it's gonna be one of those exclusive things where they will have to be made for those specific months.
What if they make it so if you catch it on the Isle of Armor only, then that'll work.
Yeah, because otherwise, if they make
Like
it
it-
so anything, like, if that's the case, then if it's the case how we want it to be, where anything can become a G-Max if given it that has a G-Max form, then my old Charizard is getting that soup and becoming G-Max Charizard. My 15-year-old boy is going to go big the correct way.
Huh.
And then the other thing that they mentioned in the trailer is the Cramomatic, which is a mechanical Cramorant that you can put items into, and it'll spit a different item out. Some of the list of items I've seen are like rare candies and Pokeballs and evolutionary items, so it's going to be interesting to see PP up and all that, some of the harder to get stuff.
Do you think they're gonna throw a Master Ball in there?
I don't know. It'd be weird if they did, because they usually don't give multiple Master Balls.
The only time you ever see multiple Master Balls, you only see those in the ROM packs. You get
Well, no, you can actually get multiple Master Balls if you're really, really lucky and you win the Roto Lotto.
Yeah,
who's gonna spend the time doing
That's
the rotor
true.
lock? Yeah.
So you could theoretically manipulate that over and over and over again.
yeah,
It
possibly.
could be just an easier way to do it.
Fair enough. So, but that's it for Isle of Armor. We did get a little bit of information for the Crown Tundra, some of the mods that are coming back. The Nido lines, the Gold Zubat line will be back. Obviously, we get Slowbro. Electabuzz and Magmar lines will be back.
Yes.
Yes.
I love Electabuzz so much.
I love Electivire.
Obviously, we're getting Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres from that.
I need my Tapu Bulu. Okay.
We're getting
Play rough. I need that.
We're getting basically we're getting all the legendaries. We get the Aggron line back with that. We'll get the Altaria line. We'll get the Walrein line. We get Relicanth. We get Metagross. Metagross will be back in the Crown Tundra. The Garchomp line has officially been confirmed to come back for the Crown Tundra. And then we get Cryogonal back.
Cryogoat.
That thing is trash. Yeah.
Yeah, like you. I'm kidding.
We'll get Amara and Aurorus. I really hope that we get Tyrant and Tyrantrum then. Like,
Please.
Tyrantrum is the best. I love Tyrantrum.
As long as it doesn't miss a head smash.
It's a good mon.
and then we get Fomantis and Lurantis plus all the Tapus. I mean, obviously in Draft League, the Tapus coming back with their post DLC are going to be huge.
The
Yeah.
Tapus?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Tapus,
the Tapus are
the
coming back in
Tapus-
the
every
Crown Tundra, I think.
every legendary and mythical will be available in Crown Tundra.
Yes. Yes.
So the-
I get Bulu's broken set.
The Therian forms of
Play rough.
Yeah, Play Rough.
Tornado,
CC,
Thundi,
Stone
Lando,
Edge.
Lando
already had
T
Stone
will be
Edge.
back.
I know, but still.
So, from
Play Rough is such a good addition for it.
Yeah. it is.
from the second expansion pack, I mean, getting the Tapus, getting Garchomp, getting Metagross, getting...
Garchomp needs D-Dance.
Yeah, I should have gotten D-Dance.
Imagine though.
Those are kinda-
Sweep everything.
Highlight. Getting the Nidoking line back. Or the Nido line back.
The LTP outline.
The Crown Tundra will definitely give a lot. That's going to, again, shift the meta. So, I'm hoping that there's more, because when I counted and then I factored in the regional variants, like Alolan Eggy is now legal because Standard Eggy is back in the game. Shoutouts to Wolfie being super happy about that one. We're close to that 200 mark, and I'm hoping that they're going to have more than 200 Pokemon back, because with all the forms and all that, we're probably going to have a quote-unquote Nat Dex of close to 500, it looks like. Or 550, so there's still 340 Pokemon missing.
Can we get an F in the chat for those Pokemon?
Yeah. I mean, not every Mon needs to come back right away, but I'm hoping that after
Wrong.
that, I'm hoping that they continue to either do one more DLC next spring, just for them to get ready for the new games in November, if those are still on track and all that of next year, or
Who knows?
See,
at this
with
point?
all the
Yeah.
DLCs, we don't need a new game in November. Because
No,
if the game
well-
ends out like Sword and Shield did,
no, because if
Where-
they have all the models made, Nikki, then they can
oh yeah, they'll be fine.
yeah, they can do another
Okay.
DLC, and then the new game next November could be like Gen 4 remake, which everybody has been.
Please, for the love of
screaming.
God, be Gen 4 remakes.
So
They'll make so much money off that. Like they'll literally make like a bunch of millies.
You make $1 million just on Gen 4 remakes. I'll buy 50 copies if I have to.
They'll
Yeah,
probably make
that's-
they'll probably make a milli right off the opening day. Let's be real here. Everyone wants that.
So that's kind of where we're sitting with the DLCs. DLC does come out on the 17th of June, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow. If you're watching this the night it went up, otherwise it's I can't remember what I was trying to say. I just got a text message from my mom, even though I told her I was recording. Oh, the last thing I was going to show people, the hidden ability starters are available for Sword and Shield now. Grookey,
Cinderace is legal everywhere now.
Cinderace, and
Oh boy.
I love me a fake protein.
So in order to get them, you have to have Pokemon Home on your Switch and the mobile version of Pokemon Go.
I think that's really stupid,
Yep.
to be honest.
So when you boot up Pokemon or not Pokemon Go, Pokemon Home. You have to transfer them on from Home to, or from Sword and Shield to Home. But then when you come into Home, there'll be the little 3-bar button on the bottom as soon as it loads here. There it is. Don't touch Charmander, touch the button. There it is.
Touch the Charmander.
And then you'll go to, I believe this one's Mystery Gift.
Touch a
Yep.
spaghetti.
You go to Mystery Gift, and then you'll hit the bottom one here, which is Gift Box, and you'll see, if it'll focus on my phone, if my camera will focus on my phone, you'll see Gift 1, Gift 2, Gift 3, that's the 3 starters. I don't know if their natures are all the same or not. I haven't checked with people to confirm this, but I got Adamant Grookey, Modest Sobble, and Jolly Cinderace. So
They are all the same, I believe.
they're all the same.
I can see because I saw some people do videos on this, and all the natures were the same.
Okay, cool. So you get really good natures. I don't know about EVs and IVs, but it at least makes breeding them very easy.
Yes, please breed me some.
Yes, I
Some
will
hidden
breed
abilities.
you.
We mean that I want
That's
8
it.
Cinderace.
I will breed both of, and I will give them their egg moves too, because I have egg moves for all of Gen 8. So
Oh, you're
Oh
a goat.
boy.
you can
Zach
have,
is the goat
you can have
player.
those. So that's how you get those. We're gonna get out of here. Sorry, this is like a 40-minute long video, but
Yeah, I thought you didn't want to do 40 minutes. Hmm?
Blame